Personal data, that's probably the first place you'll go. I mean, once you sign up, you'll automatically go to this place. And the reason why is because you need to select a primary aircraft, because every time you add a flight to this logbook, it's going to be using whatever is right here, the primary aircraft. So the AH-64 right now, every time I'll go log a flight in my flight logbook, it will show up as a 64 flight. Now, if you're not a 64, you can drop down to whatever airframe you are and select that. Basically, right here is your admin data. Anytime you select a field, you'll notice down here the little information box here will give you tips and tricks on what is required for that field. Over here you got your email address, you got your rank, readiness level. All that's basically admin stuff. So the big thing to take away from this is select a primary aircraft. Now this thing over here is your company subscription code. Like if your company decides to use this logbook for tracking purposes for their aviators, you'll contact me, I'll give you a code, and everyone that is in that company will be using this code. Now, if your company is not on a subscription code basis, all you have to do is use the 5 zeros here, and that will tell the program that you do not belong to any company and no one can view your reports. Now, if you're in a company and they do have a subscription, and you can still choose the zeros, and your information will only be viewed by you only. So you always have the choice whether or not your information is being shared with your company or not. Now, if you decide to, on your own, select one of these companies, well, just keep in mind that your information will be actually used by the company that is actually using this, for example. So right now, say I didn't belong to 45893, I will be showing up in their company roll-up. Now, just because you select this does not mean you have the rights in order to view other people's logs in your company. It's only specific users that have that permission set in order to view your company roll-up. All right, so the next thing here, we'll come down here and select your duty positions. Now, if you don't select anything, whenever you log a flight, you'll actually see this as your duty position, all these different types of duty positions. This right here, you can customize that drop-down menu. So if you happen to be a unit trainer and you'd like that to show up as a drop-down for when you're adding a flight, you can go ahead and click here, and you click the Add button, and it will add the unit trainer to the duty position thing down here. So that's a quick way to customize. If, like I said, if this thing is blank, once you go log a flight, you'll see this whole pop-up menu, and it's just to sort of declutterize your flight logbook and only be able to select the duty positions you fly. So that's basically that. Your semi-annual data, you can go ahead and click the field, and a little drop-down menu will appear. You can select the year, the month, and the day that you would like your semi-annual data to start collecting. And basically what this will do is every flight right now, based on the way I have it right here, is every flight that I log that's between January 1st and the 30th of June, it will be tallied and calculated, and it will be subtracted from the aircraft minimums and simulator minimums that you see right here. So that's another important step here if you happen to use the semi-annual data. I'll show you here in a little bit on what that does. But just remember, the semi-annual start and end date are the dates where you want to actually start counting down from your aircraft minimums. All right, so back to the aircraft minimums. As you can see, you can select your primary aircraft, and those aircraft minimum boxes will appear, disappear based upon your aircraft selection. For example, 58s, they don't have simulator minimums. 64s, they have quite a few more than the other airframes. So that is basically it. And once you're done, you can go ahead and click the Save Update button. Right here, it's blacked out because you're in demo mode, and I didn't want you guys to alter anything in the admin data for demo purposes.